yeah, Veronica Mars, I'm watching you. Private eye.
Hello and welcome to your podcast, Veronica Mars. I am Joe.
And I'm Travis.
And today we are bringing you Veronica Mars Season 2, Episode 8, Ahoy Mateys. One I have been waiting for. I like this episode a lot.
I like this episode as well, except for Veronica Mars is the stupidest person. No, there's no, you can't, if you're going to defend her, you can't.
No, she is the counter argument to Darwin.
So, I don't understand why she followed, that dude.
The Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
Right? That's like one of the first, I'm like, why?
It was just so out of character to get Veronica into that bar.
I don't know. I think it's pretty well established that Veronica would do that.
Maybe not out of character. It was also, it just
was dumb. It was dumb of her.
So after the season 1 finale, when she was almost burned alive by another, big scary dude, she's like, this jack dude in the wife beater full of tattoos drinking and talking about scoring with me, even though I probably might be under
some of the
18.
best lines came out of that.
So, oh my god, I just don't get it. Please read the episode description so we can discuss further why Veronica Mars is a horrible role model.
First of all, this episode was written by two people, John Enbaum and Kathy Belbin. Now, I don't know if John Enbaum is gay. However, we'll get more into it when we discuss the Marcos storyline. It just felt like this came from a little more, not of a person that he necessarily went to a gay camp, just a little more personal of an experience. Also, the top bunk, bottom bunk joke back in 2004, it's more of a gay thing, I feel. Straight people didn't know that yet.
I think we talked about this man before, and I think we've discussed this exact same thing.
Maybe. Well, I think the last episode he wrote was... No, never mind. It wasn't the last one. Because his first one was Lord of the Bling. And, he's done better. John Enbaum's great. Okay, episode description. I'm sorry. Oh, God, this has something in it that I can't wait to talk to you about. iTunes says, Veronica helps Keith determine who is haunting a school bus crash victim's parents, as the students' parents are embroiled in a lawsuit against the school district for negligence. Meanwhile, after Logan asks for help fighting the murder charge against him, Veronica stumbles into a dangerous situation with the local Irish mob. Later, Weevil's leadership of the PCH Bike Club Boys is questioned. And that is boys with a Z, my friend. Boys, Bike Club Boys with a Z.
Was it ever referred to as that?
I don't think so. I'm just saying PG-13 gang is way better than Bike Club Boys.
I'm upgraded to the PG-13 boys now.
With a Z. Boys with a Z.
With a Z. Boys.
How, mid-90s of that?
That's weird.
It's...
And, also very racially charged, to be honest with you.
Can we start with the teaser? Wait, yes. Before that, just a quick throwback to the last episode before we super dive into this, because it's something I wanted to talk about and we didn't really get to talk about, so if we could just spend a minute or two on that, because I know we're both recording this super late. We got a question from Instagram, which you can follow us at veronicamarspod. Send us any questions about previous episodes, future episodes, or something that we did not talk about that you wanted us to talk about. This is from Beth. Hi, Beth. She said some really nice things to us before that, but I won't get into all that. Her question was also, what was going on with Rodney Goodman? They suggest that his mom is abusive, but Gia thinks it's fine, and Woody is a freaking child molester. So,
we totally skipped that. I read that message.
By the way,
totally
Beth, the reason why I got back to you so late is because Travis doesn't tell me when he reads a DM.
Oh.
And he never responds to them. I'm the one that responds to them.
No,
so people
I
get like
do
a week
respond to
late
them.
response because he's like, oh yeah, by the way, someone wrote in.
I do respond, but I read that one. I was at work, and then the moment I was reading it, our like supervisor came down the stairs, and I had to like chuck my phone under the desk. Because we could all hear her coming down because she like jingles when she comes down the stairs.
Oh, the keys.
So, like,
you hear the keys?
no, it's her jewelry.
Oh, whatever.
So I had to chuck it under the desk, and it escaped my mind. So that is my fault. I do apologize. But it is such a great question. Can't remember why we skipped over that.
I don't know. I think we just went
'cause
right
we wanted
into the Madison stuff.
I was just gonna say we just wanted to dive right into
Also,
Madison.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
I think I had that in my notes, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff kind of like distracted me. I do find that weird.
Like I'm upset that we never got to see that again or like revisit from there because
Especially since Gia's in the movie. That would have been like a nice little like
Gia also
offhand
seems
comments.
pretty stable, like
Yeah.
compared to her brother. So like what?
Because Gia seems like drastically different than her brother, which is
Yeah, it's not even like
and
Lily and Duncan were at least closer in
but Lily and Duncan
personality.
always made sense because it was very clear that like Duncan was the favorite.
Yeah.
But like, because it made it seem like he was like the mother was like super tough and all that, but like Gia did whatever she wanted, and Gia didn't seem to care.
Yeah, they like threw the party like at the I don't.
It was just very weird. Also, I want to know what Woody's wife does as a living, like as a job. For some reason, I was very curious, but they don't explain. I don't think they ever talk about
I
it.
feel something in accounting.
But also, like, we never get that. That's the one thing I always kind of bugs me about this Woody storyline is we never really get the aftermath. Because, like,
Yeah.
the Lily murder mystery, like, the whole season 1 is the aftermath. So we get how everyone reacts.
Well, and also it continues into season 2, like quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
But, like, with Woody, and with Beaver, like, season 3 is such, like, it feels like a soft reboot. And I understand that was the point of season 3. Like, I'm not stupid. But
well, yeah, you go high school to college, you got to do something.
yeah, but even with like Beaver, we really get very little like with Dick's character, we get very little follow up to how he's doing. I think we touch on it once,
I think
maybe.
yeah, once or twice with Mac and Dick, and
Yeah.
like that's really it. That's unfortunate.
Anyway,
poor Rodney.
So thank you, Beth. I apologize. I not check Instagram while I'm at work. I don't know. I can't promise you anything.
Just remember to tell me, hey, there's a question in our inbox. Can
I
you
was
answer
even
it?
going to,
Or
but-
answer it.
Okay, so let's discuss this episode. Also, I would just like to side point, if we're going just last episode, my roommate Christina completely agreed with me about how the Mannings are way out of character, and I'm just really happy. We had a whole discussion about how you're wrong. So anyway, to this episode.
Wow. First of all, apparently in
this
one of the books,
episode.
it explains it better, so we'll get there. We'll get there.
I had to read for this podcast.
Yeah, just a little bit. They're not that big of
audiobooks. There's audiobooks.
You used to
We've
work
already
at a
established
fucking
this.
bookstore. Ugh. Never mind. I'm not talking to you. Let's talk about this episode.
Ahoy, mateys. Let's talk about the teaser.
Yes. Oh my god. This is one of my favorite teasers ever. Like, period.
Me too.
Hands down.
But when I was watching it, I watched it this morning before work, and then I watched it after work on my way home when I was taking notes. And it kind of occurred to me, they're making it seem like Duncan's dreaming about how he like Meg is his perfect girlfriend.
Yes.
Veronica isn't.
Right.
And I'm like, but that seems to like kind of backtrack from what we've been dealing with this season. Because Duncan and Veronica are perfect together, but now you're telling me Duncan doesn't actually want to be with Veronica. He really wants to be with Meg, but he can't be because Meg's in a coma. And this is them trying to like splinter these two so that when Duncan leaves, it's not the end of the world, so Veronica can be with Logan. I had a lot of feelings on my commute home, and I was very ready to talk about this.
So what you're saying is they shifted Duncan and Meg to Endgame versus Duncan and Veronica.
Yeah.
So that so that Logan and Veronica could go more smoothly.
Yeah.
And end gamey.
And it's weird because that's not the first, 7 episodes of the season? That's not how it's felt.
Well, and season 1 was all about how they were, like, the perfect couple meant to be.
They were the Brad and Angelina.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you.
Max spelled it out for us.
Like to remind us.
What?
No, I love this fucking teaser. Like, Veronica's just whole dominatrix outfit.
It's not even dominatrix.
No, it's not at all. Like, but what they're trying
it's
to,
the most, like,
what they're trying to do.
It's the most UPN appropriate dominatrix they could get.
This is 8 p.m. on UPN. Dominatrix
like,
realness.
It's not even like a mouth gag. It's like an eye mask that she uses to like silence
I don't get
Meg.
Do you think they probably did have a ball gag? Or a ball gag, and they're like, guys, can we got to do something here. We can't have that.
This is 8 p.m.
Children watch this. And then Meg looks like the angel that she is.
Because I will say, I remember when season 2 was airing, I did not like Meg. They made me really dislike Meg because I don't know why. And like, because it was like they're breaking up Veronica and Duncan, but I don't get it. Like, and then he has a second dream about her where like, it's so weird, this whole Duncan, Meg, Veronica relationship. And it's not fair because it's a two-sided love triangle because one of them's in a coma.
But the one in the coma has the one up with the baby. So, like, Veronica might be alive, but Meg has his baby. Or Veronica might be conscious.
Yeah, conscious. Well, I'm conscious for starters.
Just that whole thing. Okay, so with that second dream at the end, I know they're trying to make it believe, like, it's Veronica there, but you could tell by the hair, that's Meg.
Oh, yeah, because they have like different blonde hair.
Off the
and
bat.
different style.
It's a different texture. It's a different...
It's longer.
Yeah. Meg's is more wavy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Like, come on. You're not going to fool us. You're not going to... Throw on the flashback wig.
But remember,
throw her in the flashback wig.
Remember in 2005, was it 2005? Like, it wasn't HD. We weren't watching this on HD TV, okay?
That is fair, because I watched this episode on the DVD, and wow, the quality. Damn. I was spoiled with season 1 because I bought the digital version, and that very much upgrades it, whereas the DVDs are a little rough.
You're watching the DVDs right now?
Well, no, just for this last episode, because...
Did you watch any bonus scenes?
I did. And I forgot to write down about it, so...
Because I didn't.
But we're doing a whole bonus episode on it, so...
We're going to have to. Okay. So yeah, I don't really get what they're trying to do with this. They're obviously trying to break up, or not break up Veronica and Duncan, but like, they're trying to ease the audience into this, like, this ain't lasting, folks. Duncan's got like 3 or 4 episodes left here.
Yeah. And I think, as much as I hate what it does to Meg, I also think they did that in a successful way in separating Veronica and Duncan. Because I think, I feel, especially with Donut Run at the end, I feel mission accomplished.
It's true, but then I just don't understand why we wasted the first half of the season with them together.
Because it's better something than nothing. We finally get to see them together after all that time. You know what you sound like? You sound ungrateful. You sound like you didn't... Never mind. No, we're not going there.
What were you going to say?
Nothing. I don't want to say anything disparaging.
What were you going to say?
I'm going to be a nice person, whether or not they want to be nice to me.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about Veronica and Logan, though, because that's the second part of the teaser. And damn, Veronica, you goddamn why.
Cigar stores sometimes just as
oh my god, I love that whole scene.
All I'm saying is I followed him into the cigar shop, he bought some cigars, and he left.
I mean, didn't your dad say that the cigar store's a front for drug dealers? I mean, that's gotta be something.
Or not. Sometimes a cigar store is just a cigar store.
I'll remember to be quippy when you're looking at 20 to life.
Oh, you're being a jackass. Must be an even-numbered day. I do so prefer the odd-numbered days when you're kissing my ass for a favor.
Look, you find out why this plastic surgeon is trying to get me sent away for killing Felix, and I will make sure that all even-numbered days are removed from the calendar.
And then the like odd number days and all that they have.
But it's true. So Logan's feelings towards Veronica changed to what the story needs it to be, and it's kind of as distracting.
A little. Well, yeah. It's very mercurial. Mercurial. I can't say words right. I think that's. I think that's right.
It's very much like they need them to be in scenes together, but they've kind of already established so much that Logan doesn't want anything to do with Veronica, but they also need them to be in scenes together because that's what people are here for at this point.
I just like that she's finally fully like diving into the case and going into it, because it's like 8 episodes in now. We're finally getting to that. Like Logan's story has very much been on the back burner for the first part of the season. Yeah,
because like the second half of season 1 was very Logan heavy.
Yeah, it very much needed that to not feel like smothered.
But the only problem is when they have Logan heavy episodes, like there's 4 main characters are not in this episode. Because usually Logan focused episodes are very Logan Veronica focused, and then the supporting cast is like greatly ignored.
But I don't feel like it wasn't even the most screen time this episode.
I feel like it took up like the Logan storyline itself. I felt like took up a lot.
I guess.
I mean, that's fine. You like Logan and Veronica.
Well,
so
that's not even. You're such a. That's not even what I'm getting at. Like he just. I don't know. He wasn't in it that much. Like what else was he? It was mostly the Oliveira stuff, and school whatever. And Mac and all that. Okay, back to the Fitzpatricks. Molly is a fucking snitch.
I love Molly. I'm Molly.
The worst.
I'm Molly.
You are the worst.
I'm 100% Molly. That's Veronica Mars. She goes to my school. She's Keith Mars' daughter. Actually,
I hate you because yes, yes it is.
But Molly Fitzpatrick is every gay, so I don't know what you're so angry about.
Because snitches get stitches. Like, I understand that Veronica Mars hates girls, and this is, like, kind of her karmic retribution for it, but, like, come on, Molly.
But the biggest problem with Veronica pretending to be someone else is everyone in Neptune has to know who Veronica is at this point.
Especially the Fitzpatricks.
All over the news. Like, yeah. She was, like, must have been all over the news last May when, like, Aaron tried to kill her.
Right?
And also, like, everyone should, like, it's just, it doesn't make, it's slightly more believable, like, in this instance, but, like, when she pretends to be, like, a different Veronica at school is what I'm like, but everyone knows who you are, Veronica.
That is, like, one of the biggest plot holes. Like, Veronica is supposed to be, like, infamous enough to, like, people fear her, but not enough that people know her. But they just, I guess that adds more weight to why don't you just instinctively fear me at this point, since, like, that's what she expects of people. It can get a little distracting at times, because that's, anytime she gives a new name, I'm like, come on.
Because Neptune's not supposed to be that big of a town.
And it isn't.
No.
But what I do appreciate about all this is Veronica realizing there are consequences to her actions, that she's not like she may have realized that not a cop.
Did she learn anything from this is the question, and the answer is no.
I don't know. Like
the answer is no.
Repeat it in the same episode. We'll have to wait till next episode to see.
The answer is no.
I don't think she goes back. Wait. Does she go back in? No.
She might not go back to the Fitzpatrick, but she has not learned the fact that she is a
the River Styx
child and can easily be, okay, it's awful, but I get such a giggle when Veronica's like thrown onto the
oh my God!
Table. Like, because it really, you always forget how short and small she is until she's like ragdolled onto like
those ragdoll graphics in this episode were
like,
crazy.
With one hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, he is 5 times her size in just his forearm.
That Danny guy that she follows is like jacked to no end. Like his muscles are like ripping out of his skin, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll follow you behind your house into like this weird walkway." Sure. What's the worst that can happen? Like, I got a
taser. I'm cool.
I got a taser.
Which, in her defense, if it was just her and him, she probably would be okay.
Because the only thing with a taser is the element of surprise for a taser only works once. Right. And it won't fool anyone else.
And that's why she got, like, thrown onto the table after she took out one person with it.
Yeah.
I really liked the breakdown in the car and everything. And
I don't. Whoa. Because it's... they want you to sympathize with Veronica, and I think that's wrong. You should not sympathize with her.
What? I didn't get that.
You should not sympathize with Veronica, because she got herself in that mess. She's an idiot. It's not like things just happen out of the blue. She put herself in that situation 100%.
Where are they trying to make us sympathize with her?
When she starts crying.
Well, yeah, 'cause that's just like everything. Her adrenaline has been like... She just...
I would almost just not have a scene of, like, have a follow-up scene. Because, like, it just seems like they're trying to, like, humanize her a little bit. And I'm like, no. I know you disagree, but I just really don't like that it's almost like there's no blame on Veronica, and it's 100% Veronica's fault. Like, you can't be angry. Veronica Mars put herself in an awful situation that she didn't have to, and she doesn't learn anything from this episode. Because she will continue putting herself in awful situations come every season, mid-season finale.
But that's like protagonist-itis, I guess. Like, I don't know. I feel like it just comes with being a main character.
No,
you have to be somewhat dumb. In some, like, not dumb, but like...
I get that. And it's a teen drama and all that, blah, blah, blah. But also, then I would like consequences. Like,
Fair.
Buffy, we saw consequences, and she had powers.
Consequences was a good episode.
But Buffy dies from her consequences.
Oh my god! You can't bring Veronica back from the dead!
Not what I'm saying.
I know.
But they're the only it takes them 20 years to get real consequences of Veronica, and it's in the last 5 minutes of season 4.
Ooh, that's fair. That's very...
Like, let's be real. It's just karma building up.
Like, even Keith was a fake out.
Both times. In the movie, there was no fun. It's like
3 times. Keith has been a fake out 3 times.
It's like Veronica. Yeah, I don't know. It's this whole. I like the scene. I would like Veronica to start maybe learning a lesson every episode, or not learning a lesson, but like at least be able to reflect. Like, hey, maybe I should not leap before I look.
True. Yeah. Logan was really great in this scene.
Logan was really great in the scene, and I really like. He's like, "Oh, I have an ankle monitor."
Yes, there's blood everywhere.
But I also really like that Liam Fitzpatrick's like, "What can we do in 3 minutes?" And then he pulls out the gun. But I really like Veronica and Logan when Logan's like, "Dick Senior suggested if I'm gonna stay in town, I should use a gun." And Veronica's like, "Well, maybe the solution is for you not to be in town."
Which is
very fair.
But also, he can't go anywhere.
But even without the monitor, where would he go? He has nobody.
He has money. And Trina.
But he's also... Yeah. And I'm sure there's some sort of like... This is the one thing that always bugs me when parents die on TV shows. Is there no extended family for these kids?
Huh.
Like, did Lynn and Aaron not have parents or siblings?
You would think so.
Were they orphans?
Rich people tend to live longer, so... Although, I don't think they came from money.
That was not what I mean. That's not what I mean. But there should also be... Is there, like, an aunt that could come by? Like, a fun aunt? But also, they are all 18 now, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Because they're all adults, but still in high school. But still adults.
He could just take his inheritance and do what he wants.
Well, everyone at Neptune High is 18 or plus, so...
I do like when Logan's revisiting Veronica at the school to, like, touch base or whatever about the case or whatever.
And I'm working on the connections, okay?
Hey, if you could exonerate me sometime soon, that'd be great. I really don't want bottom bunk and fisty McRapes a lot south.
If you want a top, I'm sure it's negotiable.
Help me, Mars One Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Mars One Kenobi. I'm just saying, in 2005, a top and bottom joke wasn't written by a straight person.
I don't disagree.
So, and that was a great joke. Like... It just felt so natural.
So let's talk about the PG-13 boys.
With the Z.
So we get the dude from High School Musical hitting up Weevil for some cocaine, as you do.
Some cocaina.
Super like chill about it too. Like, hey man, where's my drugs?
Rich people are wild.
I like when Weevil rips open his shirt because he thinks he has a wire, and he's like, "That's a $300 shirt. It's missing a couple buttons."
Okay, so did that kid go through the rest of the day
with like an open shirt, like it was the 90s or something?
Right?
Yeah, he did.
He's just like, no, this is just my look today, guys.
Yeah, or like he had like a couple buttons left
because he does end
also,
up being a homosexual. So, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. He plays pitcher. Or no, catcher, sorry.
He wishes.
Let's be honest. That's a bottom.
Oh, I forgot he shows back up on Veronica Mars.
Versatile toppings. Another
he's
gay
on
episode.
Smallville. He played like young Lex Luthor, and then Luthor's clone.
Which also, finally, a gay episode. Like, a gay episode, not like, what was it? Mad? Yeah. MAD. With just a gay character. Like, a gay storyline. And then it comes back again. I'm really happy about that.
In this episode, he's credited as Wanna Score Boy. So I think they knew he was going to be the gay character.
Just call him a rent boy. Fuck. Get it over with.
I want to get that tattooed, Wanna Score Boy. That's my new tramp stamp.
Will you get it in like arching letters over the back?
Yes.
Like in a rainbow font too? Like... Just go all out.
Well, no, I don't want to be like that gay.
Just like a dolphin coming out of some waves into it, something fun, fresh and flirty.
So the PG-13 gang, Weevil clearly has no control over and is not a very good leader at this point.
I love his realization throughout the episode of like, fuck, and like when Veronica approaches him about his gang working with the Fitzpatricks, like he is so pissed. He is so fucking just floored, and he wants blood.
I don't understand why anyone's afraid of this gang. They haven't really done anything. Like Logan, if they wanted to be like a real gang, I don't understand why they didn't kill Logan.
Okay, but I will say, for like, having to keep Logan alive because main character.
Plot.
Yeah, plot, main character. Oh, that fun stuff. This was a really cool... cool is going to be weird for what I'm about to say, but like a really cool way to torture him. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
It was a fun, inventive way. I don't know how to say this without sounding... totally horrible.
I get you.
Great writing is what I'm trying to get at.
It definitely... I remember really enjoying the scene. Like, it felt very different. It didn't feel like Veronica Mars.
Yeah, it felt like they were an actual gang. Doing actual gang things.
Because the only thing they've really done is, like, beat up a couple people, set a mansion on fire, and...
But like how you live that out so nonchalantly, like, just setting mansions on fire left and right.
But that's also
the revolution has begun. Like,
arson's easy, okay, guys.
Anyone can do it. Do you have a bottle of 100 proof?
And you know what? I'm sure they probably outsourced that too. I'm pretty sure the PG-13 gang outsourced the arsonist. Okay. It was a lot of paperwork for Felix, or not Felix, for
Hector.
Hector. There's a lot of paperwork for Hector that he was not thrilled about because Felix would have had it all like that. Felix had the arsonist on
He has the paperwork ready, and like he just needs a couple signatures, and that's
Yeah.
it. Ugh. God, they're such a mess without Felix. Which, speaking of, I'm really glad we got some new scenes with Felix. Especially his line when he's like taunting Logan.
You know what I always wanted? My whole life? A bright yellow SUV for my surfboard and my snowboard.
He's the most adorable human being, and
then he gets shanked.
Oh God! Ooh, we get another Hector laugh, like around the scene where Felix is saying that you get like a little hyena laugh in the background. I fucking love Hector's laugh. So great. Fuck.
But now Logan, being like slightly smart, stole the cell phone and called it.
Ooh. That was such a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
Weevil's just like, fuck.
But Weevil should also be like, I'm the head of a gang. I can just end this now if I have to.
But they also probably wouldn't get away with it. I mean,
But also,
someone in the gang's taking the fall for that. But that's what you do in a gang.
Let's be real. Lamb's not digging hard into the murder of Logan Eccles, okay?
Oh, yeah, who's pushing for it? I mean...
Yeah. Trina's
oh my God, Dick.
Trina's milking that.
Dick.
No, well...
Yes.
Dick's money is, like, not exactly...
But no, in Logan's will, if he dies, it all goes to Dick, I'm telling you. That's his boy. Or maybe Duncan, because this would be before he left. But he's all caught up with Meg right now.
Yeah, so he'd be like, oh, that's a shame.
So unfortunate. Unfortunate. These people around me keep dying.
Because that's when Trina would show up and, like, the spotlight would be on her. She'd be like, I'm the last Eccles left. My name needs to, like, I need to spread the word of the Eccles. Eccles is love. Eccles is peace. Eccles is home.
Oh my God, she would have a reality show called The Eccles Echelon.
And she's not even a real Eccles, as you'll find out next week.
Ooh, I can't wait for that, but we're not talking about that right now. I did like with Veronica and Weevil when after she's done talking to Logan in the hallway, she sees Weevil like staring her down.
I'm feeling the calculating stare, but where's the villainous hand-wringing and maniacal laugh?
You know, you should be nicer to me.
Or you'll huff and puff and burn my house down? You lied to me.
Like, she just starts to go into him at that point. He's like,
well, this is
fuck.
Weevil's been neutered, like, and I feel really bad for him. But Veronica's the biggest reason I think his gang's starting to like turn on him is Veronica's neutered him, and he's let Veronica neuter him.
No,
the way she talks to him in front of his gang.
Oh my God!
What?
Weevil is badass. They've had such a history of that, though. Like from the pilot.
Weevil's a puppy dog, unfortunately. Weevil.
Well, he also knows, like, he's in the wrong here. Like, his gang has escaped him and, like, gone for the Fitzpatricks. So
they offer
she's in
probably,
the right.
like, they got benefits going.
Oh, also, the PG-13 gang has a pedo van. So that's that's neat to find out, I guess.
Well, $20 that pedo van was stolen. It's not their van.
Fair.
Let's be real.
Okay. All right. That also kind of looks like the bait bus. So I'm guessing it's gotten its money. It's gotten its money's worth.
That's why Logan was like, ooh.
He's like, oh, I remember this. Duncan, where are you? Oh, wait.
Oh, my God.
Actually, it'd be Dick. It wouldn't be Duncan.
Dick for sure.
Duncan and Logan only make love in the bedroom. It's their thing. So then the main mystery, I think, is really the last storyline left, right?
In this storyline, I feel bad. Like, it's nice that they're trying to, like, keep the bus crash in your mind. And I like the idea of Like, I actually really like this mystery as, like, a week mystery of the week.
Yeah. I forgot, like, the entirety of I forgot, like, the parents were involved for some reason. So, like, when I first saw them, I was like, oh, wait, yes, I love this. Like, it's a good mystery.
It's a great mystery because we get Mac thrown in here.
And, like, doing things, too. Not just, oh, here's Mac.
She's actually being used, yeah. I like her crime pays. Mama needs some stuff from Radio Shack. And I'm like, Radio Shack. Mama needs some stuff from Amazon Prime.
2-day shipping. What up? Free.
Yeah, Veronica, you're paying for the shipping.
I love that Mac was like, I know my worth, and you're going to give it to me, Veronica. We get the first appearance of Principal Moorhead, right?
I had that in my notes.
Okay.
Because I forgot he was in multiple episodes. Because I'm like, I know he's in My Mother the Fiend.
Right.
Because he's a big part of that.
He's the biggest, well, not the biggest part, but he's like the reveal.
But I do like that I kind of wish they would have introduced him a little bit earlier, but it's nice that he was in at least 8 episodes earlier.
Yeah. I when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's so cool that they did that. Like, they thought at least an episode ahead. Like,
because I bet they like had the actor and we're like, well, let's try.
It was smart because it was only one scene, right? Just that one in the office, so that had to have been like super easy to film. So good on them for.
And we get like the pirate radio, which
one of my favorite things.
What we need to discuss, and the important question is, what would be our underwater themed DJ names?
Oh, I did not come prepared for this. Well, Captain Crunk's not really underwater themed, it's pirate themed.
Okay. What's your nautical theme?
Ooh, a nautical theme.
Because it's Captain Kronk and...
Ooh, can I be DJ Booty? Oh my God. Please, no. You asked.
I know I did.
I would probably be something with Plankton, just because I love SpongeBob, and Plankton is a tiny little angry thing in the show, and I resonate with that, so it's probably something Plankton themed. What about you, since you've had time to think about this? Oh, your shirt has moose antlers. I'm just noticing that. I'm sorry. I really like your shirt. I'm just like really seeing it right now.
So our washer and dryer is broken, and it's not getting set up. Like, our new one's not getting in till tomorrow. So I'm like running on like clothing that is like not clothing I wear every day. This is my Canada Day shirt.
I was just gonna say I figured, yeah, I didn't think you would be wearing that.
It's
around.
getting to the point where I'm like, I wore Christmas socks today, so.
I wear Christmas socks year round, so fuck off.
Anyway, so I would be Testy Trout. It would be mine.
Testy Trout.
Testy Trout.
Because
Travis the Testy Trout.
Because you're cheap fish.
Because I like alliteration.
Oh my God, what can I do with the P then? Oh, I can't.
Pissy Plankton.
Ew, I'm not into that. I don't like golden showers. I'm not into piss play. I'm sorry. That's not my ministry. That's someone else's.
Okay. So, anyway.
I did not mean that to imply that I was Travis's. I don't know if that came off that way at the end there. I do not know.
The girl never tells.
I do not know nor want to know whether or not that is. Anyway, back to...
We get one of my favorite scenes is Veronica and Max showing up at Vice Principal Clement's house. Like, he's in his robe and just like, yes, can we use your phone? He's just like...
He's so excited that Butters could potentially have a girlfriend.
It's so funny. Like, he just like lights up.
Yes!
And he's like... But also, I kind of... It's sad that he doesn't know Max's name.
Aw, fair. But, I mean, she tries to stay under the radar. It's not like Veronica.
I was hoping he would say, like, this is true, like Miss Mars and Miss Mackenzie, but it's okay.
Oh my God.
My favorite line, but when he knocks on the door.
Oh my God, I think
private basement time.
Yes. I told you not to bug me when I'm cleaning my room. It was very much that, and I appreciated it. Oh, that was.
And then Clemens is like, if your friends want soda or snacks, and Mac just is like nods, like Mac wants soda and snacks,
right? Clem's like, I'm not like a normal dad. I'm a cool dad. Like, if you guys are gonna drink, I'd rather you do it here.
But my favorite, it's such a nerd thing, but I like when Veronica's like, we're here to see Vincent.
Yes. She corrects herself real quick.
And then when they get downstairs and Butters is like, I need to finish painting my statues. If they dry, the colors won't match.
Butters, why is your blinky blinking?
I just want to add, I like when Veronica's like, we really want to dance, but the song's almost over.
Like,
Weird,
why
they're
didn't
not
he
playing
just
another
give it up
song.
at that point? I don't get it. Like, obviously, like, what was he trying to... There's a beacon on the other side.
I also don't understand. So, like, they had a radio station that could barely broadcast?
I don't know, friend. I don't.
Because it wasn't really a podcast. I don't think podcasts existed at that point.
No, they did. They did.
I don't believe you.
They did. Maybe the year
Instagram wasn't
after.
around to tell me.
But one of the exchanges I like between them is when Veronica is talking to Butters about Marcos and his time at camp or whatever, and
He called, said he wasn't doing the show anymore.
Well, did you ask him why?
Yeah, we got together for hot cocoa and cinnamon toast and talked all about his feelings.
Oh, like girls. Captain Crunk really elevated the comedy.
like, I love how bitter and like invested in this podcast that Mac is. Like, I want to rewind a little bit because, like, I really love the whole scene with her and Veronica like listening to the radio show.
One of the guys on Ahoy Mateys. Ahoy Mateys, it's a pirate radio show, this weird sort of cult thing. There's these two guys, Captain Crunk and Imitation Crab, who just talked a lot of bizarre smack about Neptune High. If you knew about it, Captain Crunk's totally a star.
Wait, we're talking about Marcos Oliveras. I can't find a single person at school who heard him talk, and now you're telling me that he's the Howard Stern of Neptune High?
You didn't want to get on Captain Crunk's bad side. He'd tear you a new one.
Ahoy, mateys. 540 on your AM dial. Listen or walk my enormous plank.
Oh, I get it. It's not all crotch-grabbing scatological man-humor. There's a little something for everyone.
Flatulent sound effects for me?
And bitter tirades for me. I'll download a few episodes for you. They air every Thursday.
What's this 4-week gap here?
Oh, they went on a little sabbatical.
Do you know why?
I suspect to torture me. Then they came back and Captain Crunk wasn't on anymore and it blew, so I stopped listening.
The show's still on?
A bastardized subpar version of the show's still on.
I would like to say, originally this podcast was supposed to air on Wednesdays. However, I offhandedly mentioned to Travis, like, too bad we're not airing on Thursdays because I could use this for promo. And so then we changed it to Thursdays. And little did I know, every other Veronica Mars podcast decides to release on Thursdays. Not for this reason, I'm pretty sure. So don't know where that all comes from, but great minds think alike, I suppose.
What was I gonna say? Sorry, I totally forgot. I like, when Veronica meets up with Butters again at this cafeteria. She's like, ooh, fish sticks and chocolate milk. This doesn't make it great.
That sounds so foul.
She just keeps eating his french fries.
Which, normally I would be like railing against Veronica for that because that is the rudest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
But Butters deserved it, so...
Why did he deserve it?
He's a little twit.
Marcos ain't gay. He talked about women all the time.
Oh my god, I love that whole fucking thing.
What the hell is Camp Self Quest?
It's the deprogramming camp Marcos's parents sent him to. You know, to make him ungay.
Marcos wasn't gay.
Sure about that?
Positive.
He talked about chicks all the time. He wasn't a fairy. He was a playboy-loving booty hound.
Do me a favor. Never describe me.
Yes.
But yeah, he gets his fries taken for that one. Sorry, Lil Butters.
Lil
Bars. I like Keith asked Veronica to ask around the school about Marcos, and then she ends up taking on the case. Keith kind of fades into the background a bit in the episode.
But I like how she can't get any information. She's just in the middle of the class. Who the fuck is this guy? Anybody.
I've been waiting for her to just come on, guys. You know the drill. One of you needs to speak up. But when it was really smart of them to not show Marcos in this episode, because being able to use, because they use him in episode 18, I Am God, and
because they all kind of pop up.
The whole bus crew. They were all ride or die. But I like that Marcos had a under his picture, not under his picture, but where's I really like that. 'Cause it's a fun throwback for and a few. Not a throwback, but
foreshadow.
Yeah, there we go. Foreshadow Friday, not a throwback Thursdays. My apologies. Ooh, can we start to have Foreshadow Fridays for the podcast? I don't know what it would entail. It just sounds fun.
We've all seen the show, so what can we foreshadow?
That's okay. This is the opposite approach
Veronica
to doing a spoiler-free
and
podcast.
Duncan are gonna end up together in the end. That's where I see the show going.
Well, that's kind of realistic at this point.
But the actual I'm not a big fan of storylines where it's a gay away camp, because I feel they're kind of been done and
But this is also 2005.
Well, no, I just mean in general.
I don't even think
even back then.
I don't even think Camp Jesus came out at that point.
But I like that this one,
or Jesus,
it wasn't
Camp,
really in your face. But I like when what's his name's Marcos's parents weren't exactly thrilled when they walked in on their son getting a back massage with a boy straddling him.
Oh my god, that was. You know what? Good on Ryan, because he deserved, and
I also because this was clearly written by a gay guy, because he's I was slowly trying to push him over the fence,
that the whole top bottom, and then this monologue really. I'm this is a lived experience. I've lived this experience. Oh, literally, we weren't walked in on, but I have had that. Yeah.
I sadly never had that high school experience, so I can't be a bitter gay about it.
This was middle school.
It was so
stupid spoiled whore.
Video play set.
I wasn't having sex, but I knew what I was.
Yeah, you were. No,
I knew what I was.
You're a stupid spoiled whore. Video play set. Let me wing. Let me
fuck you. Gross.
Paris Hilton.
No, we all know I'm the Nicole Richie of this relationship. Okay. Oh, I was gonna ask who would be the Captain Crunk and Imitation Crab between us, but any answer is gonna be rude to one of us.
I know.
It's all right, Butters. We'll get through this.
Do you have anything else to add to this episode?
Yes, actually. There's a lovely moment with Keith and Veronica where I just watched this episode, but Veronica's talking about something with her case, with Logan or whatever, and she hears Keith in the other room, and he's just berating the tech support.
This is the third time I called this week. I sent the damn thing back to you guys 2 weeks ago. Look, I told the first person my name. Don't you talk to each other? You've got the serial number. You've got everything on those damn data banks. It's on the computer screen right in front of your face. It says what? Oh, sorry, my fault. Bye.
Why must you make the tech support people cry?
It pains me. It pains me because I've been there.
Uh-huh.
I've been on the other side.
And that, oh, sorry, my fault, bye. Like, oh. Because then you don't even get the satisfaction of, yeah, uh-huh. Because that always kind of makes it a little bit better at the end. When you can kind of rub it in their face that you were wrong. Or they were wrong, not you.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed that Keith, when he's talking to Marco's dad at the end, is like, I'm sure this has been awful, but you do not want me to testify for you.
Yeah,
like,
that was a really good twist.
But I also totally forgot it was Ryan that was doing all that stuff.
Me too,
and
because I actually...
When Veronica's like, that's cruel, and he's like, good, that was the point. Like, he's dead because his parents made him go on baseball trips.
Yep. That, I fucking... Oh... Like, that was heartbreaking.
Like, I feel bad for his parents, because, like, you just lost a son, and it's like, I can see where Ryan's coming from, but he's also a high school kid, so he doesn't get it, but his parents, like, there's no...
At my age now, I am... I
just think there's no clear villain in the storyline, which I like. Do you disagree?
I have... I disagree. I just don't know how to... I have very... opinionated opinions about this that I don't know how much I want to get to on this.
That's
considering I don't know how large our gay versus straight fan base is, and I would hate to alienate people.
I'm not saying his parents are in the right.
No, I totally get that. No, I know what you mean.
But also, his parents didn't physically put him on the bus.
They might as well have.
I don't like. I mean, I just like that there is no clear villain, because a lot of times the Veronica Mars mysteries has like a bad guy.
Yeah,
and like, because like Ryan may have been pissed off and upset, but he was still like trespassing, doing awful things.
Yeah, I'll just say I agree with Ryan.
That's fine. Anything else to add for this episode?
It's just this is the kind of shit that like I appreciate this episode actually went there with that, because they could have very easily not have, and people need to know that there are consequences to doing this kind of shit to your children. I kind of wish, like, I don't know, this isn't really the show for it, but just the whole conversion therapy and everything like that, it's detrimental to kids. And granted, it's not like they knew the bus was going to blow up and all that, but he essentially went there to please his parents. And if it wasn't for them, why the fuck would he care about some goddamn baseball, anything except to get his back blown out? And he had a boy to do that. So we'll just leave it there. Oh, real quick though, I loved Keith like attacking the neighbor in the house when he came to get the beer.
Oh yes, the neighbor, yeah.
And then he's just like, "Are you gonna get the beer?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." Like, fuck, like. And then Keith goes into this whole thing about trying to buy the house and expand his own. I'm like, wow, that is very convoluted, Keith.
I don't actually think it's very convoluted. I remember when we were watching this episode, I'm like, I'm pretty sure the neighbor had something to do with it, because the way they set it up in the beginning, like, it was like a red herring, and I enjoyed it.
I don't know, it felt very, I don't know why vaudevillian came to mind first, but it felt very like twirl of the mustache villainy.
But half the Veronica Mars demon mystery of the weeks had that same elements.
Aaron was a demon and a monster, so you're not far off.
Yeah. Let's get into some segments, Joseph.
As kind of a side project, I dispense fashion advice.
So in this segment, we discuss the 2005 fashion of Veronica Mars. I had nothing really stand out this episode.
Oh my god!
Except for Veronica's flashback episode, dream
samesies
outfit.
Like, nothing stood out. Meg and Veronica at the beginning. Oh, and Ryan's shirt at the end. I really, really liked his shirt.
I like Duncan had like this teal sweater on at one point I liked, but it's only because Duncan's filling out sweaters really well this season.
Ooh, Teddy done been hitting them gyms.
Yeah. But everything else in this episode just felt like it was a throwaway piece. Nothing really stood out.
I don't know if I'll even have like an outfit post because there's like nothing.
And because Logan has been wearing that same jacket for 3 episodes straight.
Yeah, he's not poor. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, and it's not even that nice of a jacket. There's too many colors going on.
He had
in that
like the jacket before that one was way nicer.
The brown one from season 1 was much nicer.
Well, that, but even this season, like he had one before that one that was similar, but it was nicer.
Yeah.
Everything just felt very mundane, which is, I mean, cool enough because it's not a show that's like, look at the fashion. This ain't Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Like.
But just nothing, because when I was going through the screenshots looking for an outfit, I'm like, nothing deserves a shout out in this episode.
No, just the beginning and the end. That's all.
Yeah.
Even that, the shirt I kind of like barely noticed. I was like, actually, that's a really cute shirt that Ryan's wearing. Yeah. Like, I'd wear that now. That's gay culture for you, though.
Yeah.
We do provide.
These are the jokes.
In this segment, we like to talk about our favorite quote of the episode, whichever one sparked the most joy within us, and just talk about it a little bit more. So what'd you have?
So mine is between Veronica and Danny.
Danny Boyd?
Yeah?
My name is Lori Zaks.
All right, I don't need to know your name, honey. Just tell me you're 18.
Actually...
Oh, who's kidding who? Like I care.
Okay,
That is such... I fucking love it.
It's such a great continuation from the Smokey Barely.
Oh, yes.
But this one's coming from a convict, and the other one came from the chief of the firefighters. But they're still the same. It's the same context.
It's the meme of like date rapists or serial convict rapists, firefighters.
It's the same energy.
I like right after that, not right after, like he continues on into it, and she's like telling him that she's wanting to look into the doctor or whatever. He's like, well, I wouldn't change anything. And he's like, well, besides the obvious. And she's like, gee, thanks. That whole scene, I almost talked about that, so I'm glad I
would have
it.
skirted you away from
I know. So my favorite is kind of a long one. It's the, like, when Veronica and Mac when Mac loads the Ahoy Mateys episodes onto Veronica's iPod, and she's starting to listen to it, and it does like the camera swirl around or whatever, and it's like the lunchtime or whatever. And it's just the whole Captain Crunk thing.
And here it comes, Imitation Crab. Arr! The winner of this week's cock of the walk countdown. Don't leave him hanging, Captain. It's Logan Eccles. That's 40 weeks running. Rosemary's Baby, the teen years. If I was his mother, I'd kill myself too.
Seriously, Captain, you name your daughter Roxy, it's guaranteed at some point she'll be showing her cans for cash.
I'm saving up for that very day.
Or get a varsity jacket and 4 liters of wine cooler and you can see him for free. Yeah, Becker's a date rapist, but in his defense, he's hideous and stupid, so meeting girls is hard.
So it seems Taylor read the fine print on her abstinence pledge and found a few loop or something? All right, holes.
I just want to go through a couple of these with you. Logan Eccles, Rosemary's Baby, the teen years. If I was his mother, I'd kill myself too.
Ooh, and then like that, the sound effects. It was a nice touch.
And then, yeah, Becker's a date rapist, but in his defense, he's hideous and stupid, so meeting girls is hard. Like, they didn't hold any punches, and...
No. And I wish, we'll discuss it in, like, the next segment, but I think they could have done more with that.
I want more Captain Crunk. Like, this was obviously a gay man, like... Gossip Girl wishes. Dan Humphrey wishes he was Captain Crunk.
Get Kristen Meldon voice them both. It's fine.
Yes. But yeah, that is that's that whole like fucking spiel there was my favorite quote of the episode. It felt weird not having like a Veronica, like a main character one. Yeah. Is this how you feel every week? That frustrates me. All right, next segment.
Excuse me, it's Madison's turn. It's time for a Madison Minute. Hello.
Tell us about a Madison Minute, Travis.
So as you know, if you've listened to more than one episode of this podcast, we're huge Madison Sinclair fans. So any episode she's not in, we discuss what she would have been or should have been doing in this episode. So I don't know where I'd really place her in this episode, but I would have loved to have seen them roast her. Them roast her.
That's exactly what I have on.
Especially they would have roasted her for her birthday, like her happy birthday to me thing. They would have had a field day. So I would have liked that. Because there's really nowhere else for her to fit in this episode.
I want Madison to have her own podcast where she kind of like rails back at them.
The only problem is
she wouldn't know how to do it.
She would know how to do it.
She would just like leave voicemails and like, I don't know, find someone in the tech department to help her by...
She wouldn't be funny and like she wouldn't be witty enough. She'd be too like...
Just bitchy. Like straight
Yeah, she'd be too
bitchy.
blunt. She's like, well, you're a fucking asshole. Like it wouldn't... There'd be no... Like, because Madison has her moments.
Yeah.
But she's not... Witty is not really what she is. She's like mean.
Yep.
And mean doesn't really translate well to like a podcast.
As many gays have found out in life, you have to be more than mean for a personality.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's really nowhere else where she'd fit in this episode.
No, this
would have been great.
episode had a lot of story in it.
And there's not enough that happened inside the school for her to like... Because she wouldn't have showed up at the Logan scenes or like the Weevils, like the PG-13 gang. She's not going to be like
or in the
walking
computer
by.
lab or...
Yeah.
That's, yeah. That would have been that's the one thing I had. It would have been perfect to, like, just to hear about Madison getting roasted.
Yeah.
And, like, just seeing a smirk on Veronica's face, like, yeah, they're right. She is a bitch. All right,
I think this would have been a great opportunity also for them to, like, branch out and more, like, see their opinion on, like, other characters. Like, what were they saying about Meg? Like, what were they saying about Veronica? What were they saying about, like, I don't know, anyone else?
That's fair. Instead, we got a bunch of characters we've never heard of.
Which I also is fine, because, like,
it adds more...
You don't have to pay for them.
Adds more to the world.
You also don't have to pay for these extras. So.
The writer doesn't get paid extra for their character being mentioned.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to our next segment, which is...
Go Pirates!
MVP, our most valuable pirate. Each episode, we pick one character that we each love the most out of the episode or thought did the best in it. Which character are you going with?
I want you to go first because I'm torn between two. So if you pick one, I'll pick the other one.
Oh, I hate that you already know who I'm giving this to. I'm giving it to Logan.
Oh, I didn't think you would pick Logan, so
really,
it didn't really help me.
Who do you think I was gonna pick?
I don't know. Well, I don't know who you're gonna pick. I was just gonna say if you picked one of mine, then it would help me. But
like Logan saved Veronica's life and her face from a horrible
Veronica
shamrock
deserved
tattoo.
to horrible shamrock tattoo.
She does not deserve that.
Or a daisy, he said.
That's so considerate. Whomst is yours?
I guess I'll give it to Mac.
Oh, fair. That was my second.
It was between Mac and Weevil for me, because Weevil did do a lot of stuff in this episode.
What did he do in this episode? Found out his gang is not his gang anymore?
Yeah, but just, like, the actor had a lot of, like, great emotional beats. Like, he did a lot of great face
Francis
acting.
Capra did some great work. Yeah. But, like, when doesn't he?
So I will give it to Mac, because, like, this is the first time this season she's used effectively.
No, she was used really well in this episode.
Actually, I think this is the first time, like, in the series she's really just used to, like, her full potential. I love her being,
since like a virgin, yeah.
The cue to Veronica's bond.
Which that should have just carried through. Her, Veronica Wallace. Like, Wallace is like her...
That should have been... I don't know why season 3 didn't focus more on that. I mean, I do know why season 3 didn't focus more on that. Because they're more focused on, like, the love triangle. But, whatever. It's fine. Anyway.
Which sucks, because Piz would have been great for Mac. They would have been a cute couple.
Yeah.
And it would have been a way to...
She would have leveled up so well.
Oof.
Anyway.
Even if he does have weird pepperoni nipples, he's still hot. Oh, wait. Private Practice, Chris Lowell. Not Veronica Mars, Chris Lowell.
Private Practice, Chris Lowell, for sure.
Oof. Last segment.
Pirate points are earned by being a contributing member of the school.
It's Pirate Point time. So, with this segment, we like to give out our Pirate Points because we figure you already know how we feel about the episode, whether we loved it, whether we hated it. So instead of giving it a numerical score or letter grade, we just say however many Pirate Points we think this episode's deserved. Do you want to go first?
I do. And I'm going to pick the lesser of the evils of my Pirate Points, but I still think you're going to hate this one.
Fuck.
Enough Pirate Points for a free week at Gay Away Camp.
You only get to say that because you're a homo. I'll accept it. So you hated the episode?
No, I liked the episode. You get a free week. It's free.
To take away...
You get a free week at camp.
To take away an advantage in life? Like, come on.
Ugh, okay, if you insist.
All right, I'm going to give it enough Pirate Points to buy an 8-ball from any race in the school.
Ooh.
I know, you get your choice. It was a good episode. I really, really like this one. I
mean, I'm not buying an 8-ball from someone who's white, to be honest with you. I just don't trust the craftsmanship on it, but I like the option.
Well, that's just because it's cut with meth. Like, let's be honest. It's a really good episode, and especially coming from the last episode, Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner, like, this 2 really great episodes in a row, and... spoiler alert for next week. I really love that one too, even though it has some issues within it. It's a really great episode, so I don't care.
There's a lot of weird. We'll discuss it, but there's some. I think there's a couple plot holes in that episode that I just can't overlook.
To where it destroys the episode for you?
A little bit, if I'm remembering correctly.
All right. Well, we'll discuss it when we get there. Do you have anything else?
I don't.
So with that brings us to the end of the episode. If you liked what you heard today, please rate us on iTunes. Find those 5 stars and give us a little...
Tappa.
And just, let us know what you liked about it. Also, subscribe. Whatever platform you are using, you can follow us on social media, Twitter and Instagram at veronicamarspod. If there's anything we missed in an episode that you wanted us to discuss, write in, and we certainly will go back and revisit that. If you would like to send an email, if that's easier for whatever reason, you can find us veronicamarspod at gmail.com. If you want to find me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Ojo. That is OHJEAUX. Travis is also there. Where you at?
You guys can find me at Travis Truant. That's Travis and then TRUANT for Truant.
And with that, we will see you guys next week for Veronica Mars Season 2, Episode 9, My Mother the Friend. I mean, Fiend.
The difference one letter makes.
Oh my god. And with that, I hope you all have a better day than Weevil's gonna have when Logan brings his vengeance, cause hell hath no fury like a white boy scorned.
Like a rich white boy scorned.
Oh shit. Goodbye.
Bye.
You tried to save Veronica Mars. We get it. Girl detectives are bitchier than regular detectives. Not into it.